In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, may peace, mercy and blessings of Allah the Almighty be upon all of you. I am Umar bin Abid and you are watching Umar Linguistics. So this is lecture 7 of syllable, and today we are going to start a new topic and a quite interesting as well as important topic, that is what are syllabic consonants. So the same video you can watch in Urdu or Hindi as well. I have provided the link in the description below, or you can click on the card to watch all lectures about syllable by clicking on the syllable up complete playlist, or you can watch this lecture in Urdu or Hindi as well by clicking card here. So let's start. So what are syllabic consonants? So before switch on to this topic, let's remind a few things. So when we start syllable, so we talked that no syllable could be formed if there is no vowel, or if there is no center in this. Center means vowel. No syllable can be formed except a center. But there are a few situations in which consonants, a few consonant, they take a little bit, or potentially they have some, you can say, qualities of or they build some qualities of vowels, so they are called syllabic consonant. So let's move to the definition for understanding better, to understand better. So a consonant forming the center of a syllable. So this is the main thing, that now a consonant which forms the center of a syllable, or you can say a consonant which forms a syllable. Center mean vowel, but here center mean a consonant which forms the which forms a syllable, potentially a consonant which forms a syllable. Although a consonant could not form a syllable, but there are a few consonants, as I have told you, instead of a vowel. It has the phonological characteristics of a vowel. So that consonant would have phonological characteristics of a vowel, but retains the phonetic characteristics of a consonant. We know that phonetics deal with the actual pronunciation, actual performance. So for example, if there is l is consonant, so l will always remain as a consonant. That is, phonetically it always retains its quality as consonant, but phonologically sometimes it have some characteristics of vowel, which we can say ideally sometimes it has some characteristics of vowel, so therefore it is called syllabic consonant. And a syllabic consonant is described by this vertical sign in a broad phonetic transcription. So there are 5 consonants that can be transformed into syllabic consonant. These are the 5 consonants which sometimes take the properties of vowel and make a syllable. So these are l, n, m, ing and r. So in each lecture we'll talk about each of these syllabic consonant. In one lecture we'll talk about l, then we'll talk about n and m and ing in one lecture, and then we'll talk about ra. So a few terminologies we must have to understand, we must have to remind before going forward. So a word which consists of single syllable, it is referred as monosyllabic word or monosyllable. For example, book consists of only one syllable. Similarly, a word if consists of 2 syllables, so it will refer to as disyllabic. You mean di mean 2, you already know, and bi also mean 2, so it could be called as disyllabic or bisyllabic word, or disyllable or bisyllable. Similarly, if a word consists of 3 syllable, like compulsion, in compulsion we have 3 vowels and 3, so we have 3 syllable in compulsion, so it will refer to as trisyllabic word or trisyllable. And less specifically, we can say any word which consists of 2 or more than 2 syllable. Any word, we can call it polysyllabic. Poly contains all amount of syllable, either these are 5, 4, 3 or 2. Now let's have some general discussion, so we must have, or we may have background for incoming lectures. So if I have a word student, and if I transcribe it phonemically, so it is transcribed as, you can also refer to dictionary, so it will be transcribed like this, student. So by this transcription we come to know that this word consists of only one syllable, that is, this word is monosyllabic. But English speakers, English native speakers, as well as other speakers as well, they think and they observe, or they thought that this word consists of two syllables, that is, this word is disyllabic. So what happens and why they call it disyllabic? So actually when this word is pronounced carefully, so what happens, or if this word is pronounced slowly, so what happens, a shaw is added between this cluster. So due to this it seems that this word has two syllables, so it becomes combination like this. So what happens that when we pronounce it carefully, so we do add a shaw sound, and mostly between two consonants like this, these both consonants are voiced consonant. So actually it is almost impossible, you can say, to pronounce two consonant, two voiced consonant together without adding a vowel sound. Actually it is almost impossible. So you can say unconsciously we add a shaw sound, or we add a short you can say vowel between these two consonants. Sometimes when carefully pronounced, as I have told you, it is clearly observed as well, it is clearly listened as well, student. But in normal speech, what happens and why n is called syllabic consonant? So actually in normal normal and in connected speech, we pronounce it like this: I am student, I am student. So even in this I am student, so you do not have pronounced this shaw carefully, but you have pronounced a little bit about this. So therefore we add a vertical sign before beneath that consonant. So it means that this consonant is called syllabic consonant, because it is making another syllable. So actually this belongs to different phonetic variation, or we can say this also refers to allophonic variation, because meaning does not change due to this contribution, or due to the omission of shaw, or due to the addition of shaw. So this is called the allophonic variation. No, meaning will not be changed. So in this way, two things you have to remember: when you pronounce it carefully or slowly, so you will surely add complete shaw, student. But in casual speech, most of the times this word, this shaw is not completely pronounced, so it is you can say transcribed by this, or sometimes it shaw is also added a small in a small, you can say, in a small place above this word. So when we transcribe it phonetically, not phonemically, this word is always transcribed like this. But you know, in phonetically we have also in phonetics we also have to deal with small differences, so we transcribe it like that. Because in casual speech or in connected speech, what happens, we do not pay full attention to this shaw sound. So as this shaw sound is going to complete, before the completion of this shaw sound, suddenly we pronounce n. So due to this shaw is more shortened, and it is represented by this vertical sign or by this small shaw sound. So this is all about what are syllabic consonant, and in next lecture we are going to look at l, which is a syllabic consonant in detail, and what are the complexities in this. So I hope you would have understood it. So don't forget to give your feedback if you have understood this video. So you may subscribe my channel. Jazakallah khairan and thank you.